Yeah, I think there are two things here. First, it's clearly too early to tell what the recovery will look like. There are early signs of a strong recovery whenever lockdowns have been lifted, but it may come back. So let's not forget that this crisis is not an ordinary recession. It is a sanitary event. It is about lockdowns, and it's unprecedented. So let's exert a lot of caution here before discussing the letters, the L's, the V's, and the W's. We just don't know. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that, yes, this crisis could leave a lasting scars because it is very strong, because it is brutal. If you take emerging market economies, for instance, the sudden stop of capitals flowing into emerging market economies is as brutal, maybe more brutal than in 2009. And as you can see, central banks in emerging market economies had to use new instruments like QE, which they weren't using back in 2008, 2009. So this is all new, and this can have very different consequences.
So watch out for the scars around emerging markets. Now, last time with the financial crisis, we saw the scars in the banking sector, also on the labour market. Do you think that there'll be implications there this time round in those two areas?
So I think it's fair to say that banks are much stronger now than they were in 2008 because there has been a lot of regulatory action since 2008. So capital buffers, liquidity buffers are much stronger than today than they were at the time. Where the job is really not finished is on markets. There are fragilities on markets. We've seen that back in March this year, when we see different market segments just, freezing, and central banks had to step in and act as market makers of last resort. So we need to take back the work on making market-based finance, or shadow banking, if you want to call it that way, stronger, and we need to take it back to the Financial Stability Board and finish the job.
We were all raking over the stress test from the Federal Reserve and the caps on dividend payments and constriction on any share buybacks. Gave me a sort of impression that maybe there is more coming, more beyond what the banks have already provisioned for on Wall Street. Do you think that's the right move, to be prudent around some of these payouts to shareholders right through 2020?
Well, it is certainly justified to be prudent when it comes to payouts, given the uncertainty around the shape of the recovery, and given the need to keep good capital and liquidity buffers. And also, frankly, from a public perspective, from citizens' perspective, given the amount of public intervention, both on the monetary side and fiscal side, to stabilize economies, I think some restraint is expected also from financial institutions there.